Hey, Margaret.
Yeah, Anton?
You know people don't talk about enough?
What?
The following statement contains spoilers for the most recent sneak peek of Young Royal. Stop your feet right now if you don't want to be spoiled. Federica potentially gives us an outline for the entire season's events at Hilarska. Welcome to People Don't Talk About Young Royals. I'm Anton, my pronouns are he, they.
And I'm Margaret, my pronouns are they, them.
And more people here to discuss the show our friends are sick of hearing us talk about.
Anton, what are we talking about today?
Today we'll be discussing the latest production news for the upcoming third and final season of Young Royals. Specifically, we're talking about the official clip and the promotional photos.
Woohoo! The nature of this episode being bonus content directly related to the plot of the show means that unlike all other episodes of our podcast, we will not restrict ourselves when it comes to spoilers. Anything both of us has watched is fair game, and we have seen up through Season 2, Episode 6, as well as all other Season 3 sneak peeks. We repeat, this episode could and likely will, definitely will, contains spoilers for the entire show through the end of Season 2 and the Season 3 sneak peeks. You have been, like, triply or quadruply warned.
Okay. So, I don't know. I feel like this clip has less value of us, like, doing a little, like, reaction to it. Yeah. So I think we should just go plot-wise through the video. Well, we'll start there, even though we got the promo. I think we got the photos first.
I think you're right. Yeah.
But those are going to take us in wild directions. So let's stay a little bit focused first.
We must stay focused.
Yeah. So I only remember like a lot, half of what Frederica says, but like she goes through this like whole list of things that like are like 30 related events that like are a whole thing, and I'm like, okay, how many of the events are gonna be like a thing? TM, like,
yeah. Should I pull up the clip so we can get the list?
Maybe.
I can pull it up. They posted it, right? Like if I just go on to like Edwin's Instagram, he posted it.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, big time.
The one that I'm probably I would maybe bet like real money on would be the final dinner with the teachers. Yeah. I think well, I mean, and like because we don't know that many third years, but I think at the very least if August is invited to that, will probably, I feel like that would be a prime thing to follow August doing.
Yeah. Okay, so the 50 days party, Walpurgis night?
Yeah.
The comedy show?
Yep.
The graduation dash receptions, and they're arranging the floats. Last annual dinner with the teachers.
I think
that's it. Yeah, because now we're talking about Wilhelm.
Yeah, and like a lot of these things are probably gonna be like would probably be rushed through or kind of just talked about in passing. But I think I don't know. I feel like it was a classic kind of forecast of events. Yeah. From because I think because that's happened in previous seasons, so it's just something that I've thought of and noticed. Now, the thing that's more pertinent to our coverage of season 3 hype on this podcast is that it seems to have revealed that we might be getting a tiny time jump.
I mean, was this like?
It's not revealed to be from episode 1.
No.
But I don't know. I got real episode 1 vibes.
I did as well. So I don't know.
I could buy that limousine being the first time we see Wilhelm in the season.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah. But then that almost feels like it's actually setting up for a flashback almost. Like that's the weird thing about this, how this clip ends, is like it's not very Young Royals of them, but I'm just like, could we flashback? Like it's like almost given that level of
who knows,
that thing that happened. But
yeah. Could be.
Yeah. I think, because we've mentioned before that we wanted, in our ideal world, we said we really wanted that season 3 to basically start right where season 2 left off, even though that's not really proven not really to be Young Royal style.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even do that between episodes.
No.
So
I do like that they were not originally talking about Wilhelm and Simon, so it gives the vibe that enough time has passed that the dust has settled a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine that would be, pretty hot topic around small boarding school. For at least a few days. It seems like their gossip kind of comes and goes pretty quickly, but at least a few days,
Right, yeah. But also it's recent enough.
Yeah.
That
it's the first time they're seeing them potentially together.
Yeah, but then also there's still an excitement behind it.
Right.
I think
it's not like that's old news.
Right. And also I feel like, I don't know if I guess I don't have full memory of everything I said on these bonus episodes, but I feel silly not to have been like, oh, they're gonna pull him out of school for a while.
I think we did.
We did? Okay.
Yeah.
Good on us then. I completely forgot if we did, because I'm that just makes sense. Yeah.
Because I think we talked about them being taken back to the palace.
The palace.
Figure shit out. Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, part of me always kind of said that, and I thought it was an immediate thing, or it was okay, then we plot this, figure it out, and then we move on. And then I'm like, why did I think about this being legit damage control? And then
big time.
Being about makes sense.
I wouldn't be surprised if he missed more than a week of school.
Oh yeah. That would make sense.
Or a week.
Yeah. Ooh, wouldn't it be fun to have a little? This might be a bit too self-indulgent, but
no, let's have it.
Have a fun little callback. And have their math teacher potentially be
you missed a test.
Oh, it's test, yeah. You could catch up later.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Side note: besties Felice and Wille remain strong as ever.
We love to see it.
Yeah, slightly interesting reaction to seeing Felice text somebody. So I'm curious to see where that will go.
What do you mean? Oh, the girls?
They're like, ooh, who you
texting?
Very, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up again.
Yeah. So because I don't know. I mean, Felice, as mentioned before, these bonus episodes. Felice is fairly quiet last season.
She was.
So also you could say that she might have been kind of. You can then kind of therefore right into her being a little bit more. Maybe up, not necessarily up to something sounds sinister, but you could.
She's more of a role now.
Yeah, or did she?
I would love that.
She somebody? Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely would be great to find a way to have her and Sara both have a plot this season.
Have a plot at the same time that doesn't
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That isn't
because it's because it was it really has been giving one of them have a plot really meant the other one had to kind of be in the dark and following along.
Yeah.
to a degree
Mm-hmm.
every time. So, I'm curious to see what that could be about. I I don't know. At least Frederica is excited about Wilhelm and Simon. Is this good gossip? Is the school going to literally be chill? Like,
I would be shocked. I can't imagine anybody is gonna say anything like to their face.
Yeah, it's like,
but
I don't know. I think the cracks might start to show.
Yeah.
Like it'll start off being like, wait, is this gonna be fine?
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait.
And then it's like, oh fuck, maybe it's not fine.
Yeah. Not yeah. Because like, Hilarska, in fairness, is not really a place of much overt homophobia.
No.
But Nils is not out.
Yeah.
So it's like
Nils has sex parties on Easter break or whatever it was. Was it spring break? I think it was Easter.
Something like that.
I think it was Easter.
Yeah. But yeah, so one of these things can't really agree with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what that is. Love the pink sweater.
Love the pink sweater. Man, we could talk about that pink sweater for a while. I love...
Like,
Go ahead. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, if one of the unexpected upsides to having an out Wilhelm this season,
pink sweater,
is potentially Wilhelm turning looks. Yeah. That classic out wardrobe, you know. Yeah.
Which, you know what that means? Is I'm gonna have another gender crisis.
Beautiful.
Because...
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
then I wrote, what's the anxiety? Because Mans is already going through it again.
Okay. I would be stressed out if I had just been pulled out of school for we don't know how long.
Yeah.
My parents went to immediate damage control because me coming out was a news event.
Yeah.
And now I'm coming back to Gossip City. You know? Like I'd be panicked.
Yeah. And I think the clip was clipped well because it makes you, given the context of the scene that comes before it, makes you be like, wait, have he and Simon talked since the anniversary? And then I started reeling because I was like, if that's the case, I'm like, has he been kept from Simon and is like unclear where Simon's head is at?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like,
that'd be so fucked.
Wille canonically has Simon's phone number, at least as of season 1, episode 4. Though I don't know I don't think we see them text in season 2.
I don't know. I can't remember right now.
But
that'd be so fucked.
But like you said, there's also a lot of uncertainty regarding returning to Hilarska. So like there could be a whole other thing.
Could you imagine?
Like it would be skillful, but I'm like, I don't know how that's, because he's holding his phone too. So it's like,
I mean, unless they took his phone from him.
Yeah. Because I guess
this is pure speculation at this point.
Yeah. Well, I think a long-standing, almost like debate I've seen in YouTube comment sections, but I think the answer is evident, is whether or not he actually deleted Simon's number in season 1, episode 4. But I'm pretty sure it's always been a thing that I think we kind of misremember, that he brings it up and considers doing it and then doesn't do it.
Yeah, I don't think they show him actually physically doing it. They just, like, they show his screen. And he like hovering over it, and then they show him like putting his phone down.
Yeah,
and if
like
he
not being able to do it,
did delete the number, he had it memorized because he called him
right.
drunk.
Yeah, that was right, exactly. Like that's the implication, and like that's what people reckon people like to take sometimes, of being like, he memorized the number without meaning to, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I think he just didn't delete it, which means I'm like, I don't think he had it memorized. So if they did actually take his phone and delete all his contacts, that actually probably would be a way to keep him from Simon.
Yeah, I barely have my own phone number memorized.
Yeah.
No Gen Z is accidentally memorizing phone numbers.
No. Yeah, it's... I don't know. This clip has had me spiraling, but it did not have me spiraling the way the first one did.
Oh, the first one had... I was... You remember, I was in the break room at work.
Yeah.
With all of my other aquarium employees that I didn't know, because my department was tucked in the back of the aquarium. Because I did wildlife rehab, not collection. And my bosses were having a meeting in the office, so I couldn't sit in the office and eat my lunch. So I was in this scary break room. And I am like, man, Anton's texted me a lot of times today. I know they're working. What's up with that? I pull out Snapchat, and it's, we got a new clip! Oh my god! And so then I had to watch it a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't work every day, but I've always been working when they release something.
You really are. It's like if we want something released, Anton just has to work a few days in a row.
Yeah, like, thankfully, I, like, usually slip out Instagram on days that on my lunch break usually, and then I usually end up having I'm logged into our podcast Instagram, and then something will pop up because enough things have been, yeah. But that goes to say, I think that's all I have to say about this clip, because
I also think that's all I have to say about this clip.
It's really been clipped so deliberately out of context.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what's happening.
Like, they literally clip it before we even know what Maddie's talking about. So the beginning of it also makes no sense, which is why I didn't mention of it. Like it's gonna be this way for the rest. I'm like, and I'm like, I don't know what way they mean. Like,
be what way?
we're all just kind of equally in the dark, which is why I think now we spent a little bit of time in that. And I addressed that. I think the more spiral-worthy stuff is the photos. Yes. And for reference, we're going to be using the order that is on Edvin's Instagram, because Omar, love you, babe, you didn't use the full screen cap.
No. Which is rude.
Or whatever member of his team does his Instagram. I'll be real about that.
What?
I said either Omar, it was Omar, or whoever does Omar's does actual release of Omar's Instagram.
All of his pictures were cropped.
Yeah. So, do you have him up yet?
I sure do. I've had him up this whole time.
Okay. Yeah.
Scrolling through.
All right, we're starting with floating in the lake.
Yeah.
I just wrote down screaming in all caps.
Yeah.
Because I was.
Screaming in all caps goes for all of these. Let's just get that out of the way.
And I don't know. My next one was like, when, why, what?
Yeah, under one context is what I would like to know.
Yeah.
Where?
I mean,
is it at the lake where they had the water is cold today?
Yeah. My big thing is, like, I mean, there's a lake in Hilarska. That's the biggest.
That would be
my biggest.
Yeah. Guess.
Yeah. But then you're like, okay, what context? Like,
right, like,
yeah. And then my brain, I think Margaret came out. I think my brain went to the video on Instagram that was released when they wrapped season 3 production, and it was asked like what their favorite scene to film was, and I think it was Omar who said it was that time in the woods.
Yeah, when they were in the woods all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is there some sort of Hilarska camping tradition?
That'd be. Wait, the fuck, hang on. What's the word? It's coming.
It's coming.
The Walpurgis night?
Hmm.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe. Yeah.
But it has the word night in it.
Yeah, I've been able to find like nothing about what that even means. So I kind of just live and let God. Like I'm just whatever. Whatever, I will figure it out.
In German folklore, it was believed to be the night of witches meeting in the Brocken. The Brocken? The highest peak of the Harz Mountains. So it's witches. That's fun.
Ooh, nice.
We love to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels very
But I don't know
Halishka.
if that's what they're referring to. I don't even know if it's spelled the same.
No, yeah. Right.
I think
and also, like, part of what's skewed is that we got this from the girls' side, and, like, Halishka is one school, but it's, like, their traditions are slightly different, so it's, like, who even knows? But anyways, it looks like it's at, like, sunset, which is, I'm gonna die. Like, what?
I'm unwell. You know how many times I pointed out how pretty that lake is?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, you just stare at it and you're like, my God, I don't even care what context this is.
No.
This is just beautiful.
It's beautiful. I don't care.
Which is the exact way I feel about the next one too.
Oh yeah.
Just dancing in
a club. This is my Roman Empire.
Yeah. And literally off pod, Margaret and I went back and forth for a solid like few minutes pointing out like, wait, is that character?
Yeah, because neither of us had clocked anything other than Simon and Wilhelm.
Yeah, and then I pointed out in our notes, I'm like, wait, I think that's Ayub in the corner.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, behind Simon's head, I think that's Maddie. Like, granted, all we have is hair and an ear, but I'm pretty sure that's Maddie.
It's giving Maddie.
It's giving Maddie, and I think to the far right, I think that's Walter. And that could also be wrong, but I think it's Walter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, which just like brain breaking, honestly.
No, it's really earth shattering to me. I know.
Unless wait, if maybe that's not Maddie, maybe that's Rosh.
That could be Rosh.
Yeah. Which makes more sense. And then that makes sense if then that's not.
But I feel like it could be
Walter.
It could be Walter though. Like, because I feel like that's what his face looks like. Isn't that what his face looks like?
Yeah. I mean, similar, but I don't know exactly. So,
I'm
but
looking
like,
up.
I think if Ayub and Rosh are the only ones there besides Simon and Wilhelm, that makes more sense.
No,
and
that's what his face looks like. That's Walter.
I'm just confused then. But I just want to voice my theory. I think I'm wrong.
Boy that, kind of has the same face, but that's what his face looks like, man.
Okay. Fair. But okay, my theory that is wrong probably.
Okay. Love to hear it.
But
sorry,
you've heard
so
it.
Sarcastic.
You've heard no, but you've heard it.
I'd love
is
to hear
Gay
it
Bar in Bjarstad.
Oh yeah, that would be good. I don't think it's possible, but to be self-indulgent, I do like it.
Yeah, because also I'm like, if there's anything we've learned, it's Sweden, and they're underage. Like, I don't know.
Where are you getting at that point? I'm confused.
Well, because gay, I don't know if they're like gay bars that would be like letting them in.
Come on in the fucking prince.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like, I don't know. It's just again breaking my brain to have potentially Walter and Ayub in the same shot. Like,
yeah, that is a little bonkers. I kind of can't wait to see what that context is going to be. I mean, I can't wait to see any of this context, but I would love to know what situation that is going down here. Because to me, it looks like they're outside.
Yeah.
And I already said that to you, and you disagreed with me, and that's fine. But it looks to me like they're outside.
I mean, I don't for sure think you're wrong. That's just not what my brain filled in.
Okay.
So
that's valid.
Yeah.
Can we zoom in on their smiles for a second? I think this might be the first time they've both smiled in a scene at the same time.
In the same frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Possibly. Because like end of season 2 was a little bit like was like it was like a solemn happiness.
Yeah.
That like didn't have the joy of this.
No. This is like carefree joy, is what it's giving me right now.
Yeah, and
season 1 when they have the water is cold today, I think they might both smile in the same frame.
Yeah. Oh yes, you're right. Yes, because it's the thing where Simon has his like head on Wilhelm's shoulder.
Yeah.
That whole moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the last thing I want to say about this image though is that do you love flipping through these, and the longer I've stared at it, I'm like, this is a future episode art for the podcast.
Oh, it's so good.
A little over a year from now.
And that episode art is going to go hard.
Yeah, that is the Revolution episode art for that episode.
Yeah, whatever episode.
I don't care what context of this is. I don't care if they're like.
I don't care if they were fighting 30 seconds before this shot.
It's good. Is it. It's good, and is potentially my favorite Wilhelm screen cap of all time.
It's really good.
It's really good. I can't wait for the context. So then we move on to the next one. And I feel like I keep saying this, but this fight, I really mean it. This pick breaks my brain.
No, yeah, because Christina is smiling. That's the part that breaks my brain.
And I was like, Christina looks like she's undergone character development.
Yeah, which is like, I'm confused because I didn't think it was possible. Because, like, she sucked in season 1, she sucked more in season 2. So, like, I thought we were just going on, like, a downward trajectory.
Yeah. Although, for me, she sucked in season 2 because she tried to backtrack from the really terrible response she had in season 1 and then wasn't honest about it a little bit. Like, she made little strides that just really backfired. But to me, they were backward
strides because it was, I want it on your terms, on my terms.
Yeah.
So I want it on your terms, on my terms, but it'll look different.
Right. Yeah. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Yeah, but she wasn't girl boss. It was just gaslight, gatekeep.
Right. Fair.
And she was gatekeep in that closet, let me tell you.
Girl boss derogatory.
Okay, yeah. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think the title of this episode should just be like brain breaking.
Yeah,
or
brain break.
Brain break.
Brain break.
The brain break sounds like we're having a brain break.
Yeah, no, brain breaking is better. You're right.
Yeah. English major. Yeah, no amount of zooming is going to make this image make sense. Like, okay.
Is this the first time we see Simon in a suit that's not the Hilarska uniform? I think it is.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Because he didn't have one to go to Valentine's Day.
That's right. Yeah, he wore the uniform.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah. Like I said, no amount of zooming is gonna make this make sense. I think we just gotta move on.
I think if anything that makes the most sense in this is Wilhelm's dad's facial expression, because he looks a little confused.
Yeah.
And Wilhelm's facial expression, Simon's too, I guess.
No, I mean,
but
I guess the one last thing I would say, I'm like, I think this is presumably like pre a press appearance.
Yeah.
Of some kind.
Where in the season do you think this falls?
I mean, given the timeline that we outlined in our last one our last thing about the first look, like they could have changed since the first look, and then this is what they're going to. But like that feels way too early in the season for something like this to happen. I don't know.
I'm thinking last third of the season, not necessarily the last episode, but like last two episodes, 2 or 3 episodes.
Right. Yeah, I'll shoot for episode 5.
It feels like episode 5.
Yeah. Which, okay, so speaking of which, thankfully we did wait a bit. I mean, I was ill, so this is not intentional, but we did wait a little bit, which meant we haven't recorded this since they released the dates for when everything's coming out.
That's true.
So, I don't know. Thoughts on them having us wait a week for the finale?
It's rude.
Yeah.
It's going to be the longest week of my entire life.
For those far in the future who didn't engage with the discourse as it was happening or don't know, the first 5 episodes of season 3 are getting released on March 11th, and then a week later, the last episode's going to be released.
That's so
and I do sort of agree with people in the comments being like, that last episode better be like a half hour or an hour longer.
Yeah. No, I agree. Because that's just disrespectful.
It will completely fuck up my editing Anton math of figuring out how long the show is as a whole, but I don't care if it means the longer last episode. Yeah. And that's how I feel.
It is how you feel,
next episode, Cool Girl Squad / I call it, or you call it Cool Girl Squad 1 because there are like 2 of these.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say about Stella's glasses?
I need to know what they're looking at, because there is not a single instance I can think of that requires at Hilarska these orangish, pinkish sunglasses that she's not even looking through.
Yeah, I said I love Felice's hair this season, and Stella's glasses are everything. Is what I wrote down. My theory is they might be really looking at Sara and
that
her
would be my
arrival
guess.
Back to campus.
That would be my guess.
The faces match to me.
Yeah.
Especially Stella.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
Stella is serving C-word in this scene, and
there is just nothing that requires this much attitude. Like, there will be, iconic. I'm sure, but I cannot think of a single thing.
It's iconic.
And I love her.
I really did fall in love with her. I did fall in love with her in season 2.
I did too. I love her so much.
It's so, yeah. And then going back and revisiting season 1, being like, oh yeah, that's the character's intact. Like, that was still happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, nothing more to say than that, but that's also, I just realized, I also like Stella and Frederica together. It's like Frederica just having her sunglasses fully cover her eyes.
Yeah. She's Stella's doing the like nobody else can see this, but Anton can, and that's my target audience right now.
Yeah, just the cool. It's like the cool guy lean, but like you're standing up. And
you know what it's giving? Do you remember in season 1 when they all 3 had the sunglasses? The August, Notes, and Vincent.
This is this sort of scene, which is why I think it would be really funny if it was Sara that they're looking at, because that was them looking at Simon, and this is like them looking at Sara.
Yeah, that would be really good. Except they're a lot nicer than the boys are that were doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're justified in a way.
Yeah. They're not just being an arrogant asshole.
I will say, the one like actual plot relevant thing that I think is associated with this though is I do wonder, because like their vibe is at the end of the second season, that I do wonder if what Sara has done is really, really bad, but I do wonder if this will be a potential opportunity for what has not really happened, which is the girls' classism to pop up in a way more like obvious way.
Yeah.
like they've done little ignorant things here and there, not realizing and everything, and attempting to treat Sarah the same, but like not recognizing that sort of thing. Like there's that level, but then there's also just like actually othering Sarah, which is like does kind of feel like where we're heading, and it's gonna feel awkward because
it's gonna be icky for sure.
Especially given like where we're at in our personal coverage of Young Royals, like, and remembering the efforts Sarah went to fit in, I am suddenly realizing that this is they turned it into Sarah's worst nightmare, and they're having her live it. Yeah, and that's on character growth, and that's on good writing. But oh my god, I didn't see it coming for some reason.
I didn't either, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. I have no idea what to say about the next one.
Me neither, but if I don't let my dog out of my room, she's gonna bark at me, so hang on 2 seconds.
All good. Do you have a singular theory about this picture of Wille being
Not a single
moody?
clue, no.
Yeah, it like, I have directions I could go with the other ones. This one, I have nothing.
I have nothing. Single clue. The only thing I can think of is like, I don't even know. I get like, is that like a common room? I guess, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Is that the guy's common room?
It looks like it. Oh yeah, because that's the piano that was used at Eric's little memorial thing in 1-4.
So then, like, I don't know.
Yeah, because like I don't know. A lot of comments were like, "Where is Simon in that photo?" And I'm like, "Good question."
Unless it's like a meeting that's only for boarders, like they're having like a hall meeting.
But
it looks like there may be a girl in the background. So I don't know. But maybe that's not, and I'm just blind, which is very possible.
Yeah, no. There are like two.
Yeah,
that I can see.
So that wouldn't make sense for a hall meeting unless it was like all the students.
Yeah, vibes of his face are kind of giving look at this hetero nonsense, but like, don't know what that could be.
Kind of, but like nobody else's face is like, this is bullshit, you know.
Yeah,
which like if it's hetero nonsense, I don't know that anybody else would pick up on it, but still,
I don't get it. We will see. Let's just move on.
Okay.
Cool Girl Squad 2.
Cool Girl Squad 2. Sans
New York bitch.
New York bitch. Oh yeah.
And it's like a custom little thing.
Yeah,
too.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So is that like their last night?
I think I wrote holiday plans ? Question mark.
That would be fun. Going into New York with the besties.
Yeah. It's on brand for how expensive that would be.
Honestly.
Yeah. And then I wrote with the fact that we have 2 of the Cool Girl Squad, which is what I'm gonna call them that forever. I love that title.
It's good. It's really good.
I hope this means we get even more of them in this season.
That'd be. I would love for Maddie to have a plot. Yeah.
Give me some fucking food. Yeah. It's fun.
Love to see it.
Yeah, and it does look like Felice's room. Context.
Yeah.
But yeah, yep. That's what I got. August in his room.
Mm-hmm. It looks like he's meditating.
He has a cardboard box next to him. And it looks like his desk is like pretty much empty, or like he's like a suitcase on his desk chair or something like that. And I don't know. I wrote, if this man gets to graduate, I swear.
No, because you're right. And you should say it.
Like, I hope this means he's been fucking kicked out. That would be
my ideal scenario, I think.
That would be vindication. That would be queer rights. That would be...
It would be queer rights, and you should say it.
Like...
But my thing is his entire shelf is still, like...
Yeah.
Has trinkets.
Unless they, like, brought him a cardboard box, and then they're like...
Like you're packing up an office?
Pack. And you're like, and he's like, oh no, I have to pack. And he's like, it's a little existential crisis.
He can't graduate because he's in fucking jail. That's queer rights.
He has to go to fucking court.
That would be
you don't have time to finish classes. God, we will see.
We sure will.
Sara staring.
Yeah.
So it's our final one.
Yeah.
I think it's August, based on the face that she's pulling and just our insane ability to identify actors from the back of their head.
I'm gonna laugh really hard when it's not August.
Yeah. It's either August or Wille is the thing.
Could you imagine? Let's ignore the picture for a second. It doesn't look like Wilhelm, but let's ignore the picture for a second and just be a little self-indulgent for me. Can you imagine the conversation they would have?
What is that? But, like, what does that face possibly mean if you're looking at Wille like that? Like, I don't...
No, honestly. But what kind of... I told you to ignore the picture. What kind of conversation would they have?
Well, they've never had one, so
yeah, exactly.
you tell me.
What I'm saying.
It's the craziest shit. We've had 9 hours of this fucking show and they haven't had a single conversation.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's very funny.
I think it's the first time that she sees August since she's turned him in. That would explain.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Do you think she's now living at home again?
Well, I'm not the best judge of this, but her makeup looks a little shit, so I think that she might have been crying in bed.
I mean, you can cry in bed in a dorm room. I've done that.
Well, that's fair. But I think she's moved home. Although that's a bit much, because then Simon's also home. So
fuck, dude.
That's
fucked no matter where
like,
she goes right now.
That's the most yikes part of the season. I think that's gonna probably be for me. I'm calling it right now. Like that was a bomb that we kept under our seats all of season 2, and then we set it off. And then I'm like, I don't know what it looks like now.
Yeah, that's really gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, but she looks really done, which if that is August, I'm happy for her.
What?
Happy for her. She's sticking to her gun. Sara looks like done.
Could you imagine if it was August and she looked like happy to see him? I think I would throw my remote through my TV.
Well, it wouldn't make continuity sense.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would throw my remote through my TV.
Right.
And cancel my Netflix subscription.
Yeah. How do we do we think that August is really going to be pushing for this?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because in his head, he's going to be like, if you take back this statement, we can be okay. As I think what he would think. And it's like, that's not really how that works.
I'm just tired already of their bullshit.
Of whose bullshit? August and Sara?
August and Sara. I don't want there to be an August and Sara in season 3, and I don't.
There can't
think there will be.
There can't be. If we have to do a second season of an August and Sara style Revolution episode, which is going to be called something different. It's not going to be called Revolution. I don't remember what we decided to call it.
We decided it was going to be called Cursed.
Oh, that's right. That was really good.
Yeah, little
teaser.
Little
spoiler
teaser for months and months from now. But yeah,
at least
it's going to be called Cursed.
Yeah. But
you don't even know what you're gonna do because it's unfathomable.
I don't actually even know where I was going with that.
Well, you're like if we get another season, you're just like
yeah. If we have to have another season of that episode, first of all, I'm gonna throw my mic away.
No.
I'm kidding, but I'll want to.
Yeah. 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 But okay, I mean, she's been crying.
Yeah, she has been. Do you think we're gonna see Marcus this season?
I don't think he was reported as being in this season.
Okay.
Which is fine.
That's fine by me.
Yep.
I'm sure the actor is a lovely man.
Yep.
I feel like I gotta put that out there. This is a hate the character, not the actor kind of situation. Unless he's not a lovely man, but I think he was.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him.
Yeah. No, all I gotta say is, Sarah's been crying, and to hedge my bets, I think there's a possibility for some backsliding.
For Sarah backsliding?
Yeah.
In what way? Explain. Just a little.
In that, like, there were real feelings there. And if that level of betrayal was we're not going to turn those off overnight.
Right.
And, like, things could get a little toxic before they get better. But I think if you have any chance of having a relationship with your brother, shut it the fuck down.
Oh, so you think she might...
Like I don't know.
August out a little bit?
I don't think it'll be deliberate. I think it'll be if he's persistent enough.
Oh, okay. Like she might cave.
It could be, or at least she'll do something she almost regrets, or do something she regrets, and be like, "Wow, that was so stupid." And I want to have more confidence in her than that.
I would love to have more confidence in her than that.
But has she earned it? I'll be honest.
Well, I would have also loved to say that she wouldn't sleep with the person who posted pornography of her baby brother, but I can't say that.
We can't say that.
Because I had to see August's bare ass as evidence.
Oh, God.
That was such a jump scare. It was such a jump scare.
And with that, I think we're done with this episode.
I think that's a really good way to wrap it off. I think that was really solid, and didn't even do an hour and a half this time. This was good. This was really good behavior.
Thank you for listening. If you'd like to keep up to date with when we release new episodes and other pod-related announcements, you can check out our Instagram or our pods or our
you can check out our pods as
well. People don't talk about. We can't say what our next episode will be. I think I'm gonna pair this with Sarah's episode. I swear to God, if a trailer comes out in the next week, that means I should have paired it with
2 looks already and pictures, which is more than they've done for any of the other seasons.
Yeah, but what season is not going to have a fucking official trailer?
I don't know, but we're going to have half the show if they give us a trailer as well.
Yeah, but we're going to,
but there's twists and turns. It's Young Royals, baby.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't want to be behind on a release. We've done good-ish.
I think we're doing just fine. Keep going on your outro.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. I spiraled a bit.
It's okay. I'm here.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, follow the mainline episodes to know what's coming next. And with all that to say, all that's left to say is
you're doing really well. Let's start a revolution, baby.
I'll lead us in again. Sorry, that was real bad. And with that, all that's left to say is let's start a revolution, baby.
It was killer.